Alrighty, now let's continue on to Bree. I got the same 4 hobbits. As per usual, you can smash some of the foliage and whatnot for studs, which we're going to ignore. Just going to pick up along the ones along the guide studs here. Don't have to travel very far. As you can see, we're here already. Now we have a second map stone right here. Once again, it's going to mark the places of usual things. And you'll see we have a call to attention. This guy right here.
You look like a helpful sort. Fancy making me a mithril trowel to replace my tatty old one? For your trouble, I'll let you in on a secret to help you seek out other quests.
This is one of the fetch quests you need to unlock the red bricks, which are your extras here. And this one is actually plot enforced. You can actually not continue on to the chapter until you take care of this. So this is the blacksmith over here. This is where the blueprints, which are these things right here, are going to come in handy. Now we see that one is the very item the guy is talking about. So what we want to do is, we'll get on the trigger point, there we go, is select the design you want, and as you can see on the bottom, it takes 2 mithril bricks to actually forge this item. We have 4 of them already. Since you automatically get one for completing the first 2 levels, you should already have at least 2 by this point. The other 2, obviously, I got for completing the true adventure, so you have to, you will obviously have enough mithril bricks to complete this one item. The others we're going to forge much later, as we do not have any need for them right now. So he's going to throw the items into the forge, and we want to jump on the bellows 3 times here to heat it up. And he's going to smash it to bits just so we can forge the item into the shape we need. And then he's going to show off his handiwork. And there we go. Now we see this is a list of all our mithril items and whatnot. Some of them are going to be quests that people are going to ask for, and others are items you can actually use yourself. Like here, in my equipment slots, if I can get it to work. There we go. I can open my treasure trove. Now, some of these, you can see there's a lot more here. Some of these are actually found inside the levels. Some of these will be fetch quests and whatnot, but others you can actually equip by other characters. So later on in free play, like here, we have obviously a fishing pole. Right now, Mary is the only character who can actually fish. But say later on when I unlock the mithril fishing pole, I can open my treasure trove and have somebody else fish in free play and whatnot if I need to. Oh, I have to select it. Alright, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm like, because this is a plot enforced. Come on, open it up. The controls are being sticky right now. There we go. This is plot enforced, so you can't even leave until you do this. There we go. So let's follow the guide studs and bring it back to the guy right here.
Oh, thank you so much.
And he's going to drop a red brick right here for our efforts.
Excuse me.
Good evening, masters. What can I do for you?
We're friends of Gandalf the Grey. Can you tell him we've arrived?
Gandalf? Not seen him for 6 months. What do we do now?
Something for the road.
I can get you one.
You draw far too much attention to yourself. I know what hunts you.
What are they?
They are the Nazgul, Ringwraiths. At all times, they feel the presence of the ring.
Where are you taking us?
Into the wild.
Alright, as you can see, I got a little bit too close to the entrance there and accidentally triggered the next cutscene. But let me see. Camera? Rotate. There we go. This is our first red brick right here, which is the quest finder we can buy for 50,000 studs. We are not going to bother with this for the time being, so this will always be here until we buy it later. So as you can see, the red brick has now appeared on our map, so you can always go there later. But anyway, now that we've advanced the plot a little bit, now we have a new character on our team, as you can see, who has a fancy sword! This will make punching things a little bit easier. So he's taking us away. Hopefully Gandalf will catch up with us. Of course, you know the story. Yeah, you know that does happen, so. Just keep following the guide, studs. Yeah, most of these things you gotta punch 3, or stab, or whack, or whatever you prefer phrase to use. So 3 times, just to get all the studs out of it. Whee! Jumping is just fun. Yeah, if you lose your guide studs, just make sure you turn around or either rotate your camera, because sometimes the guide studs take a bit of a sharp turn like that. You're following them and like, oh, where'd you go? And look what we have here. Yet another mapstone. This is our 3rd of the 16 right here. Now, we don't need to travel to that location because we're already there. And our next level entrance is here.
We shall rest here tonight.
These are for you. Keep them close. I'm going to have a look round. Stay here.
What about second breakfast?
Alright. See, we're hungry, and Sam has a trusty frying pan of doom, which he can also use as a weapon. This makes Sam utterly awesome. So the first thing we need to do is right here, we need some Lego wood in order to light the fire. So there's going to be 3 pieces lying around. See, we can fish here, but we don't need to do that quite just yet. First, we need to just finish getting our wood, as I'm stuck on that disappearing piece. And then we can... Actually, we need to finish building that. So it's kind of hard to see, but when those pieces are glowing like that, you can actually build stuff. I wish it glowed a little bit brighter, because occasionally you can't really tell you need to build something until you get a little stuck. So I wish they made it just a little bit brighter. Yep, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to hit the other button to start punching those bushes. Get back up there, Sam. Actually, Frodo is passed out, so... apparently I dropped that piece. Let's jump across. We need that in just a little bit. First, we gotta find that lousy last piece of wood. Wake up! Did I just punch him for money? Okay, that was a bit cruel, but that was hilarious. We have a spot we can dig right here. And make him grow a plant. Which is also what gives us... no, I didn't... it's not my last piece of wood. Where is my last piece of wood, good sirs? Ha! Apparently I must have dropped one somewhere. Or maybe that did come from the tree. So, you can build them, put the piece of wood on there one by one, or you can just do it all at once. But now that we have enough wood, we can light ourselves a fire. So now we need to fill our frying pan with lots of goodies. One of which is the egg. Now when the thing is highlighted in purple here, that means you can combine objects together. It's easier to use Sam for this part. You can actually use the other hobbits to pick up the food items, but you need to still give them to Sam. So, like, even if I pick this up myself here, as you can see, Sam obviously has a thing on his head, so basically we need to drop it and have Sam pick it up and add it to his repertoire here. Just collecting some of those studs. So now, let's get Mary involved so we can fish. There we go. Now we're getting some different icons for the fishing. Once again, we're going to try to perfectly fish so we can get that trophy for later. Now our frying pan is full! Can I get that stud? Nope, disappeared. So let's heat that baby up.
Want a tomato, Sam?
What are you doing?
Tomatoes, sausages, nice crispy bacon.
Put it out, you fools! Put it out!
That's nice.
Go!
Alright, so now we have ourselves a checkpoint. And plenty more Lego-fied things to smash. You know, if you can do this in real life, this would be a bit awkward. So now that we've smashed enough stuff, we can actually use this to build ourselves a bridge to get across. And of course my stud falls all the way in the abyss where I cannot obtain it. Thank you, game. That was really fun. So we have a spot we can dig right here. Or rather, produce a plant. Dang, Sam, what did you put in that soil? So now we can grab this rock and throw it at the clinging vines here. But just once isn't enough. So our magic rock is going to respawn, and let's do that again. And now we can jump down here and across. You can see there's like brambles and other rocks down here. Keep that purple flower in mind for later. It's one of the things you can destroy a certain amount of and get a mini kit. Now, There's only a very few places of these in the games, but there's little leaves that act as trampolines, so if you hold down the X button, you can actually jump a little bit higher. Or whatever your jump button is in this case. Hello, blue stud. So if we arrange this pile of wood here, we can use Sam to light a fire with them. As you can tell, Sam is incredibly useful, so I would recommend keeping him as your main hobbit. Just so you don't get somewhere and then find out, oh god, I need Sam, and then have to go all the way back. But that's going to open the way for the other hobbits to follow. And a perfectly good bush we can smash. As well as another one. Oh look, there's one down here too. Punching bushes. It's a thing. Now we saw one of these briefly at the end of the last chapter. This purple bar over here. You need an orc to pull those, or someone with super strength. Now here we actually need to use 2 characters to pull on these vines in order to get them down. And I probably should have waited so I get these studs right here a little bit easier. There we go. So I'm standing on it, but obviously we can build another bridge right here. Just be careful. I'm gonna get those studs first. You don't fall down, because those brambles kind of hurt. Frodo, work with me here. There we go. And you can make that gap by yourself, obviously, but there's a bar there to aid you if need be. Sam, I need you. Because we're going to build ourselves another piece of fire here. Fire pit, whatever you want to call it in this case. Man, he is good at this. And now we can jump along the acrobat rods here. And let's make something grow. A pretty flower we can jump on. Jump on it to safely get across. And we have another purple flower here for later. I may not make True Adventure for this chapter, but that is okay if I don't. Now this part we cannot get over here. Let me see if I can get the camera. No, can't rotate the camera quite enough. But basically we can't get over there to get that minikit yet.
Back, you devils!
Alright, here's another instance where 2 players can play simultaneously and play different scenes. This time, it's actually the same scene. Yeah, here's the part where, you know, this will happen to the Black Rider if you get caught. Basically, you're just going to spam the button. So Frodo and Sam have to work together. It's easier to use Sam first, I found. Now, obviously Frodo is invisible, but you can see the outline of him right here. So basically, that's something in the Wraith world that that Frodo needs to build. But we can still make do with Sam anyway. So that's another thing we can push to help Frodo out. Can't do anything about that yet, but we can. Nope, we can't bust that down yet. Okay, never mind. I lied. I'm sorry. And the other 2 will be incapacitated here temporarily. So don't worry about them. They'll be a-okay. So we can use our fancy skills. to build ourselves a plant, which we are promptly going to smash down. I don't know. Build. This is what gets tricky about the building part, because you have to hold down the button to build, but that's also what opens your item inventory. Hey! I have actually never seen them do that before. Breaking down my fire pit. No, get away! Maybe they can leave me alone long enough, because once I get this lit, I'll be okay. Because the Wraiths don't like fire. Fire hurts them, just like it hurts us. Another checkpoint, save point right here. And as you can see, we need to build 4 more of these. So here's some plenty good firewood right here. And we can build a second one. First, we gotta go after the money. You can't kill me during animation, you sillies. Yep, that's something Frodo needs to build. I thought there was 3 fires I could build. See, because these 2 are 2 fires. Oh, here it is. That's why. The other 2 I actually need to build together as Frodo. There we go. So let's get into Frodo now. And it's kind of hard to see here, because obviously you're way up close. As you can see, now that Sam has lit the fires, they're also visible in this world. We need to build these 2. After which they will become visible enough for Sam to light up and continue to spook the race. I do not like this point of view, I have to say. I find it's, I mean, I get what they were going for here, but it can be very disorienting. Because everything is just so up close and the angle is so much different. Alright, so back to Sam, we switch. And they smashed that one, but for some reason the blocks were still visible, which is good. Hold on, Frodo. Okay. I'm not gonna comment on that, but I'm sure you just pretty much saw there what just happened. I don't think that was intentional.
Frodo!
Alright, so now we need to get a little bit more personal in order to take care of these wraiths. So let's build this fire right here. Back up once again. Get some studs, because we're pretty close here. And light this fire. We're gonna need this fire. So our object now is, now that you've seen Aragorn has come to our rescue with a torch in his hand, we need to torch the remaining 5 wraiths here. And this is where the vines come in handy. And see, we just found a torch there. We need 5 separate torches in order to accomplish this. So, whoops, just got a little too close there. Light it on the fire, and then smack one with it. You can see it disappears, but we have 1 less wraith to deal with. Pick up the rock, Sam. There we go. There's another one hidden in here. Now you need all 5 torches, and obviously, there we go, True Adventure we have. As you can see, I already had one in my inventory, so Oh, it is lit up now. Okay. If you're having trouble finding them, just make sure you check your character's inventory. Because I made that mistake once before, where I'm like, I can't find the torches, and I like destroyed everything, not realizing that I already had one in my inventory. Like this one works just fine. But we need to find just one more, so I can get a good angle on it. Throw it! There we go. So yeah, Sam will start out with one and Aragorn will start out with one, so just keep that in mind if you drive yourself nuts trying to find the others like I did when I first played this.
Strider! Help him, Strider.
He's been stabbed by a mortal blade. This is beyond my skill to heal. He needs Elvish medicine.
Did you hear that? We're going to see the elves.
Strider!
And there we go, that level is complete! I just love the random bits of humor they added in all the cutscene. They are great. Absolutely just great. Alright, so we hit 100% on that, which is good. So we're 3 for 3 for the time being. That's pretty cool. Hurry up with that countdown. So we're getting another 2 mithril bricks, one for completing the level and one for getting true adventure. We haven't done anything else. Pretty much we're over everything else. But once again, we'll take care of that in free play.
Frodo.
Shh.
He's fading.
Her? She's an elf.
I've been looking for you for 2 days.
Where are you taking him?
We must get him to my father. Frodo fear. I offered only here. Tor Gwaithni and Meriathon. I do not fear them.
Maestri.
There we go. So now we're on a horse, says Arwen, who actually makes a pretty little appearances in this game, surprisingly. But our trip to Rivendell is going to have to wait. Whoops. Let's just see how far we've come, shall we? We started all the way over here. So we've made quite the journey in this episode, but we don't have very far to go to Rivendell, but that is going to have to wait. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope this helped, and I shall see you later. Look at the pretty Lego horse.